Hey everybody, I'm here with Jonathan Jacome, aka Jon Bolas. I'm gonna make up a bunch of names, aka Gainesville Gangster, aka I drive 2 hours down. What's up, dog?
What's up, man?
Good, man. I'm glad you're here. How's the
Thank you
drive?
for having me. It was long and exhausting, but I made it.
It's like memory already. Like
Yeah.
how many times you do that drive?
Muscle memory. For work now, I'm probably doing it once a month. Yeah.
How does it feel to like drive back in like you don't live here? Like shout out to where you live at.
Alachua County, High Springs.
The hell, Alachua? What?
Alachua.
Oh, is that like native?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like that's your home. Mm-hmm. So like when you come down here, like where you grew up, and it's like almost home. Like how does it feel? When I drive from your house back, I'm like I'm coming home. But how do you feel like you? Because everything's like you still have connected.
Yeah.
You're connected. So it's
Yeah.
like how does that feel driving down to like, Dade County?
It feels good. I like to see the changes. There's a lot of changes. Things are changing a lot here, and it's good. It's good to travel down here and see things.
That is true, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's changing that I miss? Like toll booth people. You know, like stopping, like, hey, how you doing? I don't have a quarter.
They won't be around for too much longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's told by plate now.
That's crazy, right? Like, I was traveling to Buffalo recently, and like I hit like West Virginia, some of those areas over there, and like they still have toll people there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Fucking love it,
It's
man.
cool.
So, I'm glad you're here because we're gonna talk about everything. Cause you know, you and me, when we get together, like, we don't solve the world's problems.
Mm-hmm.
We just create more. You know, that's our thing.
Yeah, yeah.
We're locos. Talk to me about work. What's going on?
Work is good. 5 years. I actually what is it? My anniversary, my 5-year anniversary this Sunday.
All right. Shout out to your job.
Infinite Energy. Shout out to Infinite
There
Energy.
you go, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You've been there 5 years straight.
5 years straight.
Nice,
Yeah,
bro. That's good.
Been doing good. No news is good news, is what I say. Mm-hmm.
That's how you do it, man. Kids are great. I love it. I was recently up there. It's very nice. Have you been up there?
Not lately.
It's very country.
Mm-hmm.
Very like.
It's growing. It's growing a lot.
Yeah, at night it's very like quiet. You know, 'cause, like we're not used to it down here.
And you can see the stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over here, you know, like you see it 2 or 3.
City.
Over there, it's everything.
But this is the Magic City, baby.
Do
This is
you
where it's
see any?
at.
Do you see any UFOs?
I wish.
Have you ever?
No.
Do you believe in like shit like that? How you feel about that? Like where you at with that? Like where? I always ask everybody that comes
I'm the
here.
kind of person
Tom,
that
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I wanted to interrupt you because you say that I interrupt. So fuck you. Go ahead.
I kind of felt this was coming. But it's part of the podcast, you know, to interrupt and speak.
AKA Mr. Interrupter. No, go ahead. Where are you with that? Like,
I'm the kind of person that I believe it when I see it. And I haven't seen it.
so you need to see it.
I need proof.
All right. Well, here's the fucked up. Recently, like, I've been very skeptical. You know what I mean? I'm the guy that no. I try to fight people, but let me just make a PSA here. Like, I'm really open minded. I talk a lot of shit here, but I don't really know. I'm like you, but sometimes there's negative to that where you're like, I gotta see it. So it's like, okay, once I show it to you, you're like, it's this. So it's like you're not gonna believe it if I show you because the Navy and the Pentagon, like, they released these videos recently in the last couple of like months and stuff, like classified films, like little radar shits, and like there's some shit on there where I'm like, I don't know what it is. So it's like I just saw it. Do you mean you need to see it like in your backyard? You're coming out and like you want to see it. You don't want to see a video of a UFO.
Correct.
Because it could be altered.
Yeah.
But then if you see it and you tell me, it's like you're full of shit.
Correct.
So then how do we do it? You have to capture them like freeze, motherfucker, and like you got the alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I don't know, man.
What are your feelings on it?
I think that here's what I think. Real quick, ready? Maybe a long time ago, something came here, probably crashed or whatever. Not crashed. Let's say it was here, whatever, and they're not here no more. They died or whatever, and then the future humans, like not us, but maybe before, like whatever, they saw some shit. That's why they draw all this shit, whatever. And then us, our guys, who you and I are, with technology, like I think we found something, and then just like reverse engineered it, and like it's funny how like all that shit started in Area 51 back in the day, and like we've only seen UFOs like put two and two together. They're fucking working on it there. Like maybe they're flying this shit around. So I think for now I'm like you, like that's them.
Maybe your UFOs that you're seeing are their drones.
Right, which still be a UFO. I can't identify it, so it's fine.
Correct.
It's fine. I take it like it is. Like, but I just like you. Like I want to catch them. Like red-handed.
I want to see it.
Holy shit! There's a dude in there, and he's nothing like us. Like
I mean, I've heard stories, you know, but I don't believe them.
What kind of stories?
For instance, in another recent podcast with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, I love
he
him.
was
Shout out to Neil deGrasse.
Yeah, shout out. And he was talking about that there's some force energy UFO and aliens control it, and I don't know, but I don't believe it until I see it. You know.
That's weird because he's very like non-UFO. You know what I mean? You know, I'm okay with like talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna like change my life. Not yet. Like I would change my life if they show up. But like if they're not here, you're like, it's like Netflix. Like I guess I'll put it on right now. But I've had like lost sleep in the last 2 days watching some of those videos. They're crazy, bro. I'm gonna show them to you. They're fucking crazy.
Thank you for introducing me to.
It's like a Navy Hornet.
Love, Death, and Robots. Shout out to Love, Death, and Robots. Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen that on Netflix, go watch
check it out.
It's good. You can watch it like with enhancements. So, all right, man. Look, I wish I had more info about UFOs, but I don't.
Neither do I.
So what I wanted to really talk to you about is shooting guns, man.
Yeah.
Like, I recently went to visit you, and like we shot some guns, right? I haven't shot them in a while since like the Navy and shit. But it's real awesome how it is a form of like therapy, man.
It is.
Like Jon Bolas, like, trust me, come with me. I thought we were going to like an indoor range, you know, like fucking indoor range, all these rules. He took me like to the backwoods. We're driving in there. I thought he was gonna kill me. I didn't think so. We get there and we're like, oh man, I'm shooting these guns, and it's so like. Tell me a little bit about that, about your experiences, like what you like to do, because I know you use it. I know you use it as like my time, my thing to do.
It is. It's my hobby. I do enjoy it, and you're absolutely right. It's therapeutical. I find it to be therapeutical. I respect them. They're tools, and they're very fun, and they have a dual purpose. You know, they can also defend you, and God forbid your aliens or the aliens ever do invade. At least I know I have the upper hand, and if I need to defend myself, I can.
You know, they'll stop the bullets right midair and shit.
Maybe. I don't know what they're capable of. Nobody knows, you know?
Shove something up your butt. Like,
they may not come looking for trouble. They may come in peace, you know?
Yeah, let's make another PSA. Like, bullets will not affect aliens. So I just don't think that would happen. You know, like this craft came here from another place and you're going to shoot them with a little bullet.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not going to work. It's like, remember the Independence Day when they're shooting the can and shit? He has like a force field. That's real footage. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But you have like a little like a routine on how you do it. Like, is it certain times you do it? Like, do you itch for it? Or you're like, God damn, I haven't shot my fucking guns yet.
You know, honestly, when I have a rough day or I find myself that I'm caught in a realm of stress, which we all go through, I find it to be therapeutical versus going to a bar and drinking or, I don't know, bowling, golf, anything like that. My thing is
yeah, like yoga or working out. Guns is the same. It's the same level.
Yeah. How did you feel when you were all done?
I mean, look.
I was exhausted.
I was a little exhausted because of the Draco. Shout out to your Draco. Like,
shout out to the Draco.
But you're right. Like, I felt like I was feeling like free at that moment. Like the power that you can hold in your hand. It's crazy. Like it's really crazy.
It's good to be familiar with those kind of things, you know.
Yeah.
To not be naive to them.
Yeah, most people sometimes they're a little like afraid of them, and I understand that because it's the power you have. It's scary.
It is scary.
It's scary.
Yeah,
but
it's very scary.
Once you take over and you like know it and you harness it like in a way where you're always in control, it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
It felt great. I didn't feel like scared the whole time when we were opening everything up and we were there. It was a peaceful thing. You know what I mean?
A safe environment.
Safe environment.
Yeah, right.
It's cool.
And controlled.
Guns are cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Aside from if you didn't have an amendment or nobody gave a fuck about guns. Let's say nobody gave a fuck about guns. We lived in a world where you got a gun?
You're
You're
Wild
a fucking
West.
asshole.
Yeah.
You're the guy that collects like porn. You know what I mean? Like it's little of you. Like it would still be cool. It would be a thing. Like, bro, you don't like guns, man? They're so cool. Yeah.
It's a hobby. It's
Like
my
old
hobby.
race cars. Like, you know what I mean? There's people that love old race cars. It's like, I don't. Do you like racing? Like,
I do.
You like
I
driving
do.
fast?
I do. I understand the mechanics of a motor, and I do drive fast. I enjoy it. I don't know what it is. It's in me.
It's like control of the car. Like, you well, actually, driving stick is much better than automatic because then you're really
Yeah,
controlling
you're in
the
control.
car,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard this on a podcast, and I think it was Joe Rogan, where they were talking about like, it's crazy how I don't know shit about any of the parts inside the gun or even the mechanics of how it works. I couldn't give a lecture, but I can pull that trigger and it works.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we all live in a world where we have the ability to do and use things that we know nothing about, but we have the power to use it. Like a car, I couldn't build a car, but I can drive the shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of crazy. Like he was saying that he gives a shout out to people who do this and we don't. Like we enjoy shit that people invent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like phones and all
Electricity.
that shit. Electricity, all that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even know. You want free electricity or?
Hmm?
You want free electricity for all or no?
Yes.
Is that possible?
Yeah, solar.
It is, right?
Solar.
Yeah.
Solar. You invest in the technology of solar, and you can harvest energy.
Like solar panels, but they're
Solar
just like
panels with the
difficult.
battery.
They're difficult to like maintain or something or what?
They're just expensive.
Expensive as fuck.
Mm-hmm. The battery, the wiring.
I remember.
it's worth it.
Yeah, no, I remember when like they were trying to put it on the ballot here where we can vote and it would be part of our shit, right?
It's funny you mention that because the owner of the company where I work actually has a big hand in supporting that ballot. And
Yeah?
it's deregulation of electricity is what it's called. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You thought that was funny?
What do you mean?
You were like, it's funny you said that. Like I should start off my comedy routine like, hey guys, how you doing?
Well,
like,
I should have
heard
said
about
it's
solar panels.
It's coincidence that you said that. You know, is what
I'm
I
just
should have
fucking
said.
with you, man. I'm just fucking with you.
Had a long ride, man.
I know,
was
bro.
expecting a 4-hour trip. I got caught on the road 8 hours.
What?
A lot of traffic,
Why?
a lot of rain.
Oh, just traffic and
Yeah,
rain.
a lot
You
of
can't mix
traffic.
that. And in Florida. Florida's the
I didn't
third
know
part
today's
of the equation.
Columbus Day.
Shout out to Columbus.
Shout out
Columbus,
to Columbus
Ohio
Day.
or Christopher?
Christopher Columbus.
Really?
I think so.
How you feel about him? Do you know anything about him?
Another coincidence. I was just asked about this yesterday. No, I don't know anything about
I
him.
thought I knew like Christopher Columbus. Turns out I don't know shit about Christopher Columbus.
I'm not a big historian.
Yeah, he's like a maniac. Like he did some great stuff, but there's like history of like him being like crazy too. And there's also him connected to, you know what, do me a favor. Google UFO Christopher Columbus. I want to know if it's true. He said he saw a UFO, which would be crazy. Which means he saw him before Area 51, right? It was like Area 2 or something like that.
I hear there's a lot of UFOs in South America, close to the equator. Don't know why, but they have a lot of sightings there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's let's just pretend for a little bit that they are from another planet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you judge them like where they go? Like, asshole, why you got flying over there by the equator? Why don't you come to Las Vegas? Like, just fly right down the fucking strip. Get captured by all. I think they're
South Beach.
smart, right? They're smart.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm not gonna go over there where there's cameras, asshole. Sometimes people say that, and I'm like, if they're smart, they know to fly in the ocean where you can't get to them, and like at night.
Yeah, or stay away from wherever the electricity or the power.
I mean, I
is. Yeah.
would, right?
Yeah.
If I had a drone, they're like, don't fly over there. They'll shoot it down. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna fly over here by the farms.
Where nobody can see me, right? Yeah, where it's quiet.
I think we're figuring shit out, bro.
Yeah,
So
so
it's
in
about-
What?
1942. There was a sighting on the
1842.
1482.
1482, there were sightings.
There was sighting unknown light during the first voyage of Christopher Columbus
Look at that.
by the crew of the Santa Maria.
Could have been space trash. I don't know.
Sheesh. Look
God
at that,
knows
bro.
what he
It
saw.
goes way back. It goes way back. That's why I brought it up, man. Just want to see how you... Okay, I always ask all my guests, like sometimes UFOs, and then the ultimate question. Muhammad Ali versus Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson wins.
Mhm.
We're trying to do that question every podcast until Mike Tyson comes. So, thank you for-
Somebody recently in your podcast laid it out nice, and it was,
he's right.
Muhammad Ali floats around, and he's gonna dance around, but if Tyson gets a hold of him just once, it's over in those prime days. But it's fun. It's fun to think about and fantasize.
It is, man.
It is.
I like doing that. Like,
Mhm.
it's not like something you can't think about because it's not like saying, okay, look, that is weird to say. Like, oh, can this guy beat that guy? They're like times apart, but the skill set they were doing, you could kind of compare. You're like, hey, he wasn't like doing anything crazy. He like I told my last guest, like he was boxing. Like boxing.
Speaking of boxing, Evander Holyfield is doing a fight soon.
Really?
Yeah, he's training right now to do a fight.
He's gonna fight
in some other country for a fundraiser. Yeah, they're
oh,
doing
like an exhibition.
An exhibition, yeah,
They'll
exactly.
probably like fake it. Have
Yeah,
the guy buy
he's
his
trying
ear
to
off.
ask his best friend to come and step in. Yeah, because he knows his best friend won't
He should
hit him as
have
hard.
like Mike Tyson come out in the middle of the ring, like charge on him and like bite his ear, but like fake it. You know, like that would be great.
Some CGI shit.
It's cool that they kind of forgave each other after that. Like I wouldn't forgive you if you bit both my ears.
I mean, when
I ain't
you're in
trying to
the
hear
zone,
that.
you know. When was the last time you got into a fight, a real fight? Once you get into that zone, you see tunnel vision. No matter what, hey, stop! You
That's
don't
right.
hear or see anything.
Yeah, they
Just
asked.
see your
They asked
target
him what he wanted to
annihilate.
do after he bit him. He said he wanted to bite him back in the face.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. And he's trying to beat him. You know that's
Yeesh.
whatever
kinda
it
crazy.
takes. Yeah,
That is
that's
kinda
why they
crazy.
created UFC.
What's going on in? Are you like into politics and shit, or you don't give a
No,
fuck?
I don't give a fuck about religion, politics. I don't like. No, I'm just.
Scratch that off, man.
I'm a realist.
That's good, man.
I'm a realist.
You're like the realest guest that came. You know that? What
Thank
does that
you. I
mean?
appreciate
What do
it.
you think
I'll
that
accept
means?
that
What do you think that means?
as a compliment.
What do you think that means? Describe what you just said.
An unfiltered person, somebody that you can read easily and you understand that there's no bullshit. There's no, straight cut,
You're like a children's book, easy to read.
easy to read.
And non-filter, you mean like you say what you want.
Basically, to a certain extent, without causing drama. But
Exactly. That's good, man. I like that attitude.
it's just about family and working and the same old grind. Living and you dying and leaving your next legacy and continuing forward.
That's what it is. You know that?
That's all
It's
it is.
legacy. You don't really have. Listen up, people. You don't have to work too hard. You just got to leave a
A
legacy.
legacy.
You know what I mean? And that's what it is. It goes on. It goes on. Like I always want to like say something about my grandfathers. And like once in a while things will come out like, yeah, my grandfathers, and like there it is. Like 40 years later, like I'm saying something. So whether people think you don't have legacy, it does. You have little stuff that goes all the way through, and that's your legacy. Like people talk about like riding bike or anything or being old. I'm like, my grandfather was super old and he was riding bikes. The day he died, he was riding a fucking bike like a G. You know that. And so like that's legacy. Like he did stuff that people will remember. All
And
right,
he
he didn't
awesome
split the atom,
engineer,
but he wrote a
too.
fucking...
In Ecuador, he was a major engineer.
Yeah. He was very smart, man.
Very smart.
I shout out to my grandfather, R.I.P. There was a story I wanted to say in Las Vegas when I was like, I think it was like fucking, I want to say 4th grade. I don't remember. And, my dad was like, go with your grandfather down to, he's going to go buy cigarettes. I'm like, I'll go with him. So he doesn't walk by himself, And we're going down the fastest road, which is down the street, I think it was Lamb Boulevard, one of those. And he's like, let's cut through here. And he makes me cut through an alley. And I'm like, the fuck? And we're cutting through an alley, and he finds a dumpster, and he's like, there's something in there I need. He's like, I'm going to get in there. And he, like, went in there, and he, like, fell. I'm like, oh, shit. And I'm like, and I was young. If I was now, I could pick his ass up.
Yeah.
Picture me 4th grade, like, I'm trying to help my grandfather out of the fucking dumpster.
What was he doing in
He
there?
was getting, like, a fan. Like a fan?
Yeah,
He's like,
that's
I can
him.
fix this.
Yeah.
And he would fix them.
Yeah, he would.
But in this story, we go back to Tio Ramon's house. Shout out to Ramon Silva, Tio Ramon.
Shout out to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. At the time they lived in Vegas, I went over there, and he sets it down. He's going to plug it in. He's like, I know exactly what I need to do. Like, he's going back to his little camper. He had his little camper.
The workshop.
And he's getting his little tools ready. And my dad and Tio Ramon were like, and Tio Eduardo, I want to say, were there. I'm going to have to ask them. They're like, we're going to fuck with him. They went and put gasoline on it and lit it on fire.
Shit.
And then they're like, go, 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 go. And they call him, mira. Short circuit.
Fucked up.
Bro, and I was dying laughing that they did that to him. They pranked him. But legit, that guy used to find stuff and, like, fix it. Now I see my old man picking shit up outside and he's bringing it in the backyard. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, it's my grandfather.
Yeah.
That's his kid.
Yeah.
Your dad does that sometimes, right? He picks up...
They all do. You know what's cool now? To
like garbage
listen
mans.
to the OG stories. Like to sit down with them when we're having a get-together party, New Year's, and to sit down and listen to their stories, the way things were when they were young and just got together and just met each other. Those stories
Yeah.
are super interesting.
Yeah, they are, right?
Yeah, before they used to
'Cause
tell
they're
them to me, I was like,
different.
I don't give a fuck.
They're
But
different.
now as you get older, you know they're getting older and they won't be around forever. So it's like, can you tell me those legacy stories? I want to continue to carry them on.
It's like you didn't
And
give a
share
fuck
them.
before, but
Yeah.
now it's like you can't get enough of them.
Correct. Yeah.
Like I did some Tia Amelia in Ecuador. Shout out to Tia Amelia,
Shout out.
and Maria Gabriela, and John Carlos. She researched all the way where our heritage comes from, and it goes all the way back to Europe. Our great grandfather, he's from fucking, fuck man,
I want to do that.
Croatia.
Croatia.
You have Croatian in you. He came to Ecuador. He met a lovely Ecuadorian lady. Blah blah blah. They had kids. Blah blah blah. They had kids, and then I think Abuelita or Abuelo, one of them. Abuelo, I think. And I have a picture of him. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna send it to you. I have the picture. She did the work.
I want to see it.
It's like I believe her. Like most of our features do have that. I've googled like Croatians, and you're like, whoa, my cousins are in there. It's crazy.
Crazy.
Bro. It's crazy
Yeah,
because
it's interesting.
we would never have known that if we didn't invent that technology. Like the DNA
Now,
stuff.
yeah,
Now
to look back,
we would just
yeah.
live with stories like.
I'm interested to do it also to know on my Cuban side of my family, how would they backtrack that? They don't keep records of those things there. The only thing that I know is what my grandfather told me, that it originated in Spain. We originated in Spain. They had to run away from Spain and they landed in Cuba. That's all I know.
I'm pretty sure it's all fucking bullshit, but it's fun to like at least have the bullshit in place where you're like, hey,
It's
the fortune
interesting.
told me I'm
it's
gonna
entertaining.
be. Now, if it's true, it's interesting how they do heredity.com. Like, how the fuck do they know,
Yeah.
man? Is it DNA sequences where they like could check? Because like how DNA works. Like, in our DNA, we have what they call the Neanderthal DNA in us. Like, so you don't have to like speculate. You can just guess or speculate, or you can just say that we were fucking with them a long time ago. So it was never just like us, and it was two different species were chichando is what I'm saying. But how do they know that? Because of DNA. So I'm assuming that this hereditary.com has to be based on some shit like that, and there's like matches or something, and they can find it. I don't know. I just made that shit up. I wanted to sound smart, but
I'd like to do it.
how do you feel about evolution? Like, if people tell you that your origin is from like primates and stuff, like not monkeys, because people get confused. Not monkey. It's some type of a species that's like an old ancestor primate from all of us. So all of us sprouted from one thing and spread, it spread everywhere. But obviously, you get how that works. It's not the little fucking scale with the little monkey and the fucking alien in the middle. It's like a fucking tree with branches like a motherfucker. But I mean, I'm pretty sure you're okay with that, right? Like,
Yeah.
Me too, man.
It's believable.
Me too.
Yeah. Acceptable.
I used to go against it because I was like, this is bullshit. People had taught me to say, I'm not a monkey, you're a monkey. I'm like, it's not a monkey, asshole. But
When do we stop with technology?
we don't.
Yeah, when does it stop?
We
when does
don't.
it give up?
We don't. The goal is.
I remember you
Go.
and I were talking, and you brought up a good subject where dinosaurs still rule the world to this day with fossil fuels.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're digging. Looking for them. Looking for the plants. Most of those plants had like that fucking sun ray from back
the
in the
natural
day.
gases and the oils and the minerals. Yep.
Yeah. Somehow they're not here, but they're still fucking
They still
in
rule the
charge
earth.
with all the goddamn oil. Goddamn dinosaurs. Do they
crazy.
know? You know what's scary? That you look at them like stupid ass dinosaurs, right? Like, and then like the future human that'll have like his iPhone in his arm and shit. He'll look at us like dumbass humans. Like, they used to drive cars. Like, that's where we're going. Like, and it's fine because if you were the guy that lived in a cave, did you want to say, I don't want to be here. I don't want to get a phone and drive cars. Like, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I feel like technology is kind of ruining
The old days.
Yeah.
That's it though.
Yeah.
But you're
it
not
has its
you're
pros
not
and cons,
old days.
you know. It has its pros and cons, but for the most part, it's ruining.
Why would you say that? Like, ruining as far as I guess what you're trying to say is it's look, we're back
It's
to evolution.
changing. It's changing, is what it is.
evolving.
It's evolving. It's changing. Yeah.
But how's that bad? Like, how's that bad?
I'm
I'm
old
your
schooly.
opinion.
You know, I'm old schooly. I like the old schooly ways. You know, where it wasn't technology. I don't know. I'm just old schooly. like that.
I'm gonna tell you something that I read. Might be bullshit, but there'd be a lot of bullshit. But
It's a nice
Google,
cup.
yeah, look at this. Google where? No, not Google yet. Okay, who invented writing? Do you know?
Do they teach kids cursive still in school?
No. Who writes in cursive? Old English people. I still write in cursive.
They taught me
It's actually
cursive.
print, but it just looks horrible. Okay, the people who invented like writing, want to write shit down and like start. You know, there had to be the beginning. There was actually. I'm not
Was
saying there
the
had to be.
communication,
There was
yeah.
the beginning where people started to actually now write because we used to talk first. And what I'm trying to say, which maybe Manny will look it up, it's at the time they were inventing writing. People were like, "You're gonna fuck everything up. You're gonna fuck the gatherings that we do when we talk, and now people are not gonna want to meet and talk because they're gonna fucking want to read." And there were protests, and people would get mad, and you don't do this, and then voila, writing was invented, and it's probably one of the best things because it pushed information fast. Everyone could get info faster with books and printing and getting info across. It used to be a guy that had one book, and everyone would come to the synagogue or church or whatever, and he would read stuff. You're like, oh, and then you'd go home. You don't take that book home. Like Mozart, and then you would go 2 days pilgrimage to where he's at, hear him play Beethoven, and then was it Beethoven? I don't know what the fuck he played. And then you go home, and it's like, you can't hear it again. You have to hum it. Only if you're a good singer, you can repeat it. But if you're a horrible singer, you can't repeat what you heard. Nor can you go home and play it. So it's like, now you leave a concert, and you're like downloading his whole fucking album on the way home.
You didn't enjoy the concert.
No, you're enjoying it more because now you get to hear it on your way home when you wanted to. Back in the day, you couldn't. You had to ride your horse all the way back, and you couldn't even sing it because you forgot it.
I felt like you enjoyed it more, and you yearned
How?
for it
You're
more.
missing it. It drove us to create that because, look, you wanted more. You want more on your phone. You wanted to tell you, how are you feeling today?
So they listen to the request,
Check this out.
to the wants,
Check this
the
out.
needs.
Check this out. Old school guy. You cut your hand, you gotta go to the hospital. New school guy. Let's go to my kitchen, put my arm in this little thing. It does it for me. I don't want old school. I don't want the old
You
stuff
want
is
the convenience
cool, but
of the new school.
You
Yeah.
gotta improve it.
Yeah.
So there are pros and cons to technology.
Well, I'm talking shit about technology, but I have a thermostat at home that's electronic, cameras around the house, everything on Wi-Fi, but it's the world and era we're living in now. When does that stop? When does it end?
I mean,
Never.
it doesn't end.
It doesn't.
Nuclear war, asteroid, but zombie apocalypse.
Living in bubbles, ruining the ozone.
I think that we shouldn't want it to end. Just like the old school people before us probably wanted to learn more and thus created this shit for us. Where
or laid
you
the
can
platform for
yeah,
it
you
for
can
us.
go on the internet and find an answer instead of like, I don't know if he's
Yeah,
talking shit.
yeah, we're just talking shit here. We have to call somebody else in to verify
Do you
and
know about
confirm.
this? Hold on, let me just
Fact
Google
check.
it. Like, I think I like that pro.
Yeah.
The con might be like cyber attacks,
it's
whatever.
immediate.
Like, fine, but that pro is like, please don't take that from me, man.
So
You know,
Sumerian 3400 BC.
Fucking Sumerians, they invented writing. Like somebody was like, man, fuck this shit, right? Like, I'm tired of repeating myself. I'm gonna write this shit down. Hold on, and then like voila, like you have to think about that. Before that, there was no writing, John Boy. Like those were real people. We forget that these people were real people like you and me. They jerk off, they take a shit, they have to live life, but they just didn't have these things. So it's like, how was life then? It was awesome. There were people who did things. Their technology might have been like, let's say the wheel, and they were like, whatever. But
Inventors.
my point was that side was always wanting to go more, while the lower people, they just ride the wave, dog.
Yeah.
So
they just
hop-
enjoy what the next man
like
is
us.
making.
We enjoy
Yeah.
the iPhone till you learn to build them. Then you can fuck Steve Jobs.
Good luck.
R.I.P. Steve Jobs. But you get it, like. I'm for technology, and I know the future's coming where there'll be like massive buildings, no green, and that's fine. Because if you don't get to that point, you can't leave this planet.
I agree.
And you have to leave this planet if you know that science tells you it's gonna fucking blow up one day. So it's like if people don't invent like traveling out of this earth, one day when our sun blows up, like done human history. Wait for the next solar system to do the other dudes.
There's a lot of inventions, but a lot of other things that need to be invented,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like
the cure for
fucking-
cancer, the cure for AIDS. There's,
I think
you
there's
think?
cures.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But not like somebody has it and they don't want to give it to us. I'm saying it's out there. It's probably in the rainforest somewhere. You just gotta go find it, or in an animal's anus.
Shout out to the rainforest.
Shout out to the Amazon rainforest. Like, there's so much shit there, man. Uncovered, like not touched.
Yeah. Undiscovered.
They're
Just
doing-
like the ocean.
Over there, like when they do the farming and shit, and they cut down all the rainforest for like making farms and shit. They're like running into like ruins. Like, oh, what's this doing here? Like, it's crazy.
We're still discovering and still finding.
Yeah, it's gonna make people push back the date because you know there were stories back in the day that travelers would go to the Amazon and see civilizations, and then like 45 years passed later, and people went back, the British, and they're like, somebody here, something about trees and animals. Like, these niggas were lying, and then it turns out 55 years later we're deforesting the Amazon, and there's structures there, man-made structures.
People
like,
were living there.
People were been living before we thought people were.
Weren't.
Like, of course. They've been there doing things. Yeah, maybe they didn't invent the iPhone, but they were fucking eating plants and doing other kinds of shit
Discovering
and
things,
looking at those UFOs
in
fly
their
around.
in their own bubble.
The Amazon is crazy. Like, if you look at
We're
it,
very
like
fortunate.
as big as it is, like there's areas that we haven't even gone
Yeah,
in.
we
bro.
can't. We don't have the equipment to go in there.
We do.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't you make like a fucking like robot like Avatar? You know how he walks in the woods. You told me we can't make that. You told me we can't make that.
I'm sure we can make that. Of course.
I've seen it.
Of course.
Some guy at fucking San Diego Comic-Con made one out of cardboard. Right?
I don't know.
You know what I'm
I've never
talking about,
seen it.
right?
Google that.
No, you know what I'm talking about, right? That guy from Avatar,
I
that was
do
fighting
know.
the blue guys. He was in like a machine, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
just like, why can't we make that and let like 2 or 4 or 5 guys just run in the Amazon?
I'm sure they can. I saw those damn robots doing the Olympics, dude, doing backflips and shit. Have you seen that? The robotic competitions?
Yeah, it's
Dude,
like a
that's
box. With, like,
crazy.
it's like a box. It's like a robot. You seen the dog looking one? It's like a box with a dog.
Dude, that shit takes off and it does backflips. It's dope. It almost looks human-like.
It's like Transformers. Well, those are going to be our friends. Those are our future
Create
assistants.
something like that and throw it in the rainforest.
Yeah,
I mean,
go
we
out
have
there and
equipment that goes to Mars and drives around Mars.
That's the future.
We don't have equipment
The
that
future
goes in
is
the
the future is
rainforest.
if you haven't noticed, the future is robot. When you
Yes.
want to go somewhere and you're like, fuck, I don't know how to get to fucking Orlando. Like, let me ask my robot. Oh, thanks. Like, your robot's with you right now. You don't know that. He don't have a name. It's called Siri. Sometimes the other ones have Alexa and other fucked up
Okay,
names.
cool.
But that's the assistant. Your assistant for now. So it wouldn't be too crazy that in the future you have like a full size fucking robot with like fake skin. He's just there to assist
Same
you, bro.
thing.
It's not gonna hurt you. He's just there to assist you. What's crazy is that people think they're gonna take over and like think and like
It's
yeah,
funny
kill the
to look back at
human.
the Jetsons now, huh? They had all of that. They were
Shout out to
already
the
envisioning-
Jetsons.
Yeah, shout out to the
They
Jetsons.
made that noise.
George
Jane,
Jetson.
his wife, cheating on him.
They don't make them like that
She
anymore.
had to cheat on him. He was always doing some crazy shit. George?
George.
Yeah. Shout out to
What was the
George.
little kid's name?
Elroy.
Elroy.
Shout out to
Elroy.
Elroy in St. P in Vegas. Elroy, the fucking Jane, was it George?
Jane,
George
his wife.
Jetson, Jane, and then the girl was the sister. There was a sister involved, and
I
a
know- I
fucking
know
little
you're talking
maid
about, but I
robot.
don't
A
know
maid
the-
robot looked like a toaster head and shit. Your toaster's ready.
Push one button, a little pill, you eat it, and good
Boom,
to go.
done, done. I like. I've been doing a little bit of like looking up what DMT is all about. Have you read that? You know what that is?
I do not know what it is, but
It's
I recently heard about it.
tryptamine. I don't even know how
Yeah.
to say that shit. Tryptamine. It's DMT has a big name, but I call it DMT because it's short.
Well, that's what it's known as.
It's something you produce, like your body produces from your pineal gland and shit. But like very rare, like when you're stressed or something, your lungs have been known to produce it. But people can get it from plants and animals. And they do some shit and they hit it, like smoke it, and it instantaneously hits. But it only lasts like 15 minutes because like your body makes it, so it's like it could get rid of it faster. And they're like, dude. I mean, they say it's some crazy shit, bro. Like, you just instantaneously are somewhere
And it's
else.
natural or synthetic?
I want to say it's natural because it's from, like...
It's
animals
derived from
and
plants and yeah,
animal.
it's all
DMT.
natural. Yeah, I've heard about it. I've read a little bit about it, but
There's a guy that fucking, like, his pineal gland... It secretes DMT a lot sometimes without him
they're
doing
draining
it.
it out of him.
And he's a painter, Jonathan.
Oh,
So he
okay,
starts
okay,
painting,
okay.
and so he has all these paintings that are like under the influence of DMT, and they're fucking crazy, dog. If
I'm
you
gonna
look
look
at
into
them.
that.
And then
Check
when you
it
look
out.
at those pictures, most people that do DMT are like, yeah, that's what I see. Which is crazy. Now, here's what I want to bring that up. Because a lot of people, where are you with that? With like psychedelics connected to like a gateway or like another place. Where are
I
you at
agree
with that?
I think it does open your mind.
But like, open your mind, but then do you feel like
You see things differently, and you interpret things differently, and it all depends on your mind control. You know that some people are weak minded and they can't handle it, but
here's my only problem with that.
I like to play with my mind.
Yeah, me too. Shout out to Ghetto Boys. Mine's playing tricks on me.
Mind.
I like the idea that maybe psychedelics or any of those stuffs from the Amazon that people trip on, they see things that are connected that are some kind of spiritual world. Like, it would be cool. I not that I want it to be true. I'm open about it. But it fucks with me when I'm like, most of those things, the poisons from frogs, the plants, whatever, that it makes us fucked up. It wasn't there for us to get fucked up. It's like the plant's mechanism for defense, the animal for the predators. Like,
Yeah, but
so it's like, so when an animal there trips in the Amazon, like leopards and cougars are known to do that. They're fucking tripping. Like, they're not thinking what you and I are thinking about life and future. They're probably
going
doing
day
cat
by
vision.
day,
They're doing
yeah.
cat vision trips. So that's why it's like, so right there, he should have been like, oh my God, I'm aware. Let me go talk to the humans. Like, so it's like, I think we make it, our eyes and our minds since we were born, we've heard so much shit since we were born. They even say you can hear your mom in your womb. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear the voice.
I don't remember what I was
So your
hearing in
brain records all this shit. And that's what your memories are. Like, your brain only wants to remember what it wants. It's trained to push away, like, bad feelings. So that's why sometimes when we're tripping, either we have to find out that if none of that's existing, and that's why it's open to interpret that, like, oh, look, but he's not feeling. But it's like, he's a human. Isn't he feeling something when he's fucked up? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Your mind runs, you know, it has no end. Yeah, that's why I said it opens your mind a little more.
Yeah, it's not like you turn right now 35 and you're like, oh, I just found out there's spirits. Like, you've been hearing spirits since you were 3 fucking years old, bro. Like, I'm sure at school somebody said ghost to you. How old do you think you were when you heard the word ghost? Come on, bro. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it registered it, but people forget that. And so later when you have a trip or a dream, whatever, it's all there. And you're like, why? It's because it's in your fucking hard drive, in your terabyte in your head. That's why that happens.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of other stories that, like, you know, contradict what I'm saying, Jonathan. Like, people getting together in the forest doing ayahuasca together.
I saw that.
And they're all seeing the same shit. How's that possible?
It's some energy. Yeah, it's real energy. It opens your
tell
mind.
ya.
And it's energy. I don't know how that works, but it's super interesting.
I've dabbled
I enjoy
into
it.
I've dabbled into the magic shrooms before, you know what I'm saying?
Same here.
And they do give you some, like, different awakening feeling. Like, you're like, it does.
In the right environment, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to go to... You want to be in the highway, in the middle of the fucking highway, just taking shrooms.
Or
and
at
shit.
work or some shit,
At work.
yeah.
Your boss is like, what's wrong with you, Jorge? But it's crazy. It really is. I talked to you about it because you and I, we've even spoken about this while we're, you know what I'm saying? And when the stuff that I've seen, like, I loved it, but when it went away, I was like,
Yeah.
And that's a good feeling. The people who walk away from, like they want more, I feel like that fucks them up. And they're, like, searching forever. You know what I mean?
Those
Like,
are the ravers, and you catch them at the
Yeah.
music festivals, and it's every fucking
when
weekend.
I was young, I
and
used to
shit.
think dragons were real.
Say it again?
Okay, I'll say it again. When I was young, like in middle school, I used to read
You
books. I
thought
thought
dragons-
like fire-breathing dragons were real.
I mean,
You're looking at me like, why
I mean,
not?
that's acceptable.
You're saying
as a
why
kid,
not?
As a kid,
like
yeah.
fire breathing. You can
As a
explain the
kid-
fire breathing? How you don't burn
You're
your throat?
a kid. You know, you have to put things together. Like
Yeah.
my son, he's always asking me and always trying to figure out how things work, and I appreciate that.
And how do you do that? How do you find the balance between when he approaches you and asks you something and you're like, I don't know if I have the answer for this shit, but I'm gonna try. You give him the answer that you're happy with. That's helped you your whole life.
Yeah, I try to break it down in layman's terms, and then just give it to him raw. Like
No
this is what
filter.
it is, no filter. This is why. He's like, oh, okay, he gets it.
I feel kids have better reaction to that.
And I get negative because they're, like Santa Claus or the Tooth Fairy. I'm like, tell them the fucking truth. That's a lie. You guys are lying. Oh, you have to build his imagination.
How long did you wait?
He still thinks the Tooth Fairy's real. He'll be 6. And he still thinks Santa's kind of real. He knows we buy gifts, but he thinks 1 or 2 come from Santa. He'll make him.
What are you waiting for, in your opinion?
I guess just let him have fun. He's a kid. One day he'll grow up and realize on his own,
I came to that crossroad. I only have one kid. Kristen. Shout out to Kristen. Love you.
She's getting huge, yeah.
Yeah. She's getting old,
She's
not
doing
huge,
good.
because she's like 90 pounds. So, I had the choice. But this fucking kid, approached me first. And I was like, oh, I'm going to tell her. She's like, Dad, how does he get in all the apartment complexes? And I didn't want to tell her Santa only
They tell
goes to
me
the rich.
magic and the potion or whatever.
I didn't want to say, well, he only goes to the wealthy, babe. The lower income people, their parents dress up as Santa Claus. I was like, look, I'm going to do it. Because it's either you or the friend at school. That fucking Santa Claus is fake.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, come here. I'm like, look, it's fake.
This is what it is. Yeah.
It's fake.
Yeah.
It's fake, babe. It's fake.
That way, when next time she comes to ask you something, she'll believe you. She knows she can come to you and get a straightforward answer. Yeah.
When you really think about it, it's like every kid will just be like, well, I don't give a fuck. Am I going to get gifts? They're like, yes. All right, I'm on board. They won't really give a fuck. Have they ever met Santa Claus? No, they just meet Tommy from the fucking mall who's working that fucking job. Yeah. What if he's a molester? Why are we letting people sit on his lap, man? Why do people do that? We have to ban sitting on the lap. We have to ban sitting on laps now. There's no need for children to sit on strangers' laps. In my opinion, even if it's fucking Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's kind of weird. What do you want for Christmas?
Come sit on this lap right here.
And he's fucking jerking it in between breaks, smoking cigarettes.
I'll email you, nigga.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Fuck, man. But that's crazy how the Christmas spirit is so huge, man, that people fucking fight during fucking holidays.
Too. Halloween is big too, man. All the way on the right here, I saw all the billboards with haunted houses.
Halloween's pretty big. Shout out to Halloween and all the fucking witches out there.
Shout out to all that. There's money to be made in that shit.
That's also fake.
Of course.
We're
Night of the Dead,
My first podcast, I told Alex, I don't say God bless you when people sneeze. That's the same thing. We are now celebrating Halloween. It has nothing to do why they started in the first place. It's all about candy, bro. And dressing up in parties on fucking Friday before the weekend. Girls try to wear as less as they can and shit. That's Halloween now. Yeah. Shout out to Halloween.
Are you going to get candy?
I'm going to give candy this year.
Going to give, yeah?
Yeah, this year I'm going to stand in front, dress up, play a little music, and give them candy and shit. Buy the good candy,
so
the
you
big
are going
packs.
To be involved. Yeah, that's cool.
I'm gonna
I do it for the kids,
I'm gonna play my role, but not give credit to all the stupid bad shit. I'm gonna just do the candy shit. If there's anything good about Halloween, is that you get candy. Mm-hmm. Shout out to all the dentists out there. Are gonna get a bunch of fucking paid for the fucking Halloween candy. What are you guys gonna do? Do they dress
it's
up?
a weeknight.
Do they dress up?
They do. Joshua is a Ghostbuster, and Jonathan will be a Jason, Michael Myers.
His uncle.
His
Jason.
uncle.
He's like, damn, why do you have
Michael
long
Myers,
hair and you're
Myers.
wearing a bodysuit? My uncle Jason. Shout out to Jason.
Shout out to Jason.
Where's he living at in
North Dakota.
North Dakota.
It's snowing up there. It's like a foot of snow right now.
All right, look. I don't know shit about North Dakota, so I can't even say anything.
I've been up there once.
Have you?
To go visit them. Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Is there a beef between North and South Dakota or no?
No.
No, right?
No.
I mean, North and South. I figured, you know what I'm saying? I always ask that. North Carolina, South Carolina, they don't give a fuck.
There's a lot of wind turbines and a lot of oil rigs. There's a lot of truckers. That's where the oil boom is up there.
There's also a bunch of reservations and stuff here.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Like
big
the casinos and things over there. Yeah. Yeah, and they're big on it. Mm-hmm.
That's
you can tell
dope.
it's a culture shock.
Man, I remember our times do you remember back in the day when you were a fucking pathological liar? Yeah, remember that?
I was a kid.
I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite lies. We went to the Lake Mead. You know where Lake Mead is at in Vegas, where you can feed the fish and shit. You throw popcorn. They sell popcorn there for you to give it to the fish, and they all come. They're fucking they're not koi's, but they're they're like big goldfish. Is that a koi?
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck.
Was it? I thought they were tarpon.
Are they?
Where was that Lake Mead?
Lake Mead's in Vegas, right by the dam.
No, then they were
No,
koi.
whatever.
They were koi.
This guy told me that he stole a fish while everybody was feeding him. He grabbed it out of the water and put it in under his shirt so he wouldn't get in trouble. And we're all listening to him, and we're like, "Why didn't he get caught?" He's like, "No, a security guard saw me." And then he's like, "What do you got in your shirt?" And he's like, "Nothing, I'm just fat." And he kept walking. He said he went to the bathroom and he ate the fish.
I said all of this.
I remember. You can ask my brother Gio. He ate
Holy
the fish,
shit.
and then he specifically said that he ate the eyes, and that's why he can see better underwater.
I said this.
Jonathan,
I believe you. I believe
That's
you. I just
legit.
want to confirm.
that's legit as it gets, bro.
Fucking crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
We used to love telling that story.
Did you believe me?
No. And then your dad.
But you believe UFOs?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Shout out to Rambo. He had a great story that was fake. He had a story that he swam out and saw a manta ray for some reason. And it was stuck on like a net at the bottom. So he reacted quick, which I don't know why he had a knife on him, and he went down there. He cut him loose, and that shit went. And as it was going away, it waved at him. Which is crazy because that's how they swim. He's like, I ain't waving at you, nigga. I got to push water through the fucking... Isn't that crazy? Those are some... Shout out to Jonathan, we can hear him in the background. Those are some of the stories that we used to, as kids, we used to love it. Like, I used to love that you lie. Because I know you were young and you're like,
I was
this
a
is young
kid.
lies.
It
You're
was-
not lying about
I was so young, I
stupid
don't
shit.
remember. I remember vaguely, but not in that much detail. But again, you're a little older than me, so...
Of course.
Yeah,
I
it stuck
remember.
with
You know I remember.
Yeah, of course.
First day I met Jonathan again, because I met him when he was a baby in New Jersey. It's like, I didn't have a conversation with him.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, nah, Jonathan. Then we're like, we're going to visit your cousins. They live in Miami. We're like,
In Miami.
go to Miami. Fucking Star Club.
Star Creek. Shout out to
Shout out to
Creek.
Star Creek in North Miami Beach.
Miami Gardens.
Miami Gardens. I get there and I'm like, where's Jonathan? He comes up. He's like, what's up, cuz? I'm like, oh shit, a little older. Like, we're all young, you know what I'm saying? He's like, perfect that you're here. I might be paraphrasing here, but he's like, perfect
shit.
that you're here. Come with me.
This I do remember.
Like, all right. We go downstairs, and that motherfucker's going to fight somebody. Lachi. Shout
My
out to
friend,
Lachi.
my
Your
friend. Shout out to
Lázaro.
Lachi.
He's like, what's up now, nigga? My cousins are here. I'm like, oh, my God. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to jump in because I'm a little older than these guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm already, like, in middle school. I think you were in
Oh,
elementary.
shit.
Were you
No,
in
I was
elementary?
probably like 11 years old. 10
bro.
years old. Yeah.
But Jonathan's scrapping out there with
Mm-hmm.
this dude. Bah, 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 bah.
I think it was over a video game or some
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, he borrowed it and
Yeah,
never
bring that
gave
shit
it back.
back.
Mm-hmm.
Shit was serious. That shit was hard. It was probably like Mike Tyson's Punch Out or something. Like, you guys were scrapping out there,
it
bro.
was, dog. Giving back my shit.
Then I came to visit like 2
Beat
weeks
your
later, and
ass.
he was there in the house. Like,
Yeah,
the fuck
yeah.
is this nigga doing here? Like, oh, he's my friend.
You see, that's the way shit used to be. Now,
how it is, bro.
it's not. It's not like
Yeah, you
that
can square up
anymore,
with somebody,
man.
punch him, and then he's your friend.
And come hang out and have a drink. It's not like that anymore.
Nah, it ain't like
Yeah.
that. It ain't like that. We're losing. You're right. I want to go back to the old days.
Mm-hmm.
But not really, because you want to know something, man? People are still like that.
There's
when you
certain
see
things
sports
that I wanna go
that
back
are
to the
that
old
are
days.
when people are like fighting, boxing and UFC, they're fighting, Jonathan.
Yeah.
And when they shake hands and they show sportsmanship, there it is, man.
Yeah.
There it is, right there.
Yeah.
So it's still there. It's just we believe that it's more violent. When you really look at the records, the earth is such a safer place to live in. You know, you don't have like fucking Vikings and where people just running into where you live and just take over because they want to. You know what I mean? Like, you have laws, even though there's wars. Like one country, even though people look at America like we're taking over, like, we don't really take over. We just like to be fucking involved because we want to make money. You know what I mean? Plus, America's a cool place, but no one's like invading and really taking over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just little places they still fight. Back in the day, it was crazy, man. You could be living 20 years happily, and some people show up on a ship, and you're done. They fuck your wife, rape your kids, you're done.
The whole town, city.
And no
yeah.
fucking United Nations is gonna say anything. Now
We're
you kill
very
somebody.
fortunate.
Now a
We're
cop
very
kills
fortunate.
somebody, and it's national news, and you go to jail.
And with the technology now, they can trace you through DNA and all kind of crazy shit.
You're fucking Croatian, like, you're done.
Yeah.
I like technology, man. That's how I love you.
Not recently, but
No,
I know.
I should tell you more.
You don't have to. I
People
know.
should
and I love
tell
you too.
people should tell more people that they love each other,
Family's dope.
because love is something that was not invented here on Earth. Well, it was invented on Earth, but it was like exaggerated. Like, I'm sure animals
was
love,
invented
like
in
an animal,
Croatia.
like let's take a beaver, right? A beaver has his kids. Like, he loves his kids, bro. So We don't need a human to invent love. Like animals love their family.
Their thing is to wake
They
up,
love. They
eat,
love.
procreate.
No,
pass
they
away, and
love
leave
though.
the
They
cradle.
love.
They do. They love.
Like
It's in their
elephants
nature.
love, and they
Elephants,
bury
yes.
each other. Like they love.
Yeah.
So, what we can do as humans, okay, is we can love and transcend. We could go across the galaxies and like let's say light years away if we ever invented technology. We're different, whatever. But over there, like there'll be two people and they'll love each other. And they'll
Only
have a
love.
baby. So it's like love can go anywhere, bro.
Mhm.
Anywhere. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's why I say like I love you, man. I should say that more often to
Yeah,
people.
I love you
because
too.
it's powerful. It's powerful.
It is powerful.
It really is.
I mean, if you use it and abuse it, then it wears off. But like this, it's powerful.
Or like little boy cry wolf.
Well, I mean, if we go back outside and now we're drinking, have another
And
beer.
if I
Hey
say
man,
I love you,
I
you're like,
love you,
"Shut
I
the
love you.
fuck
It's like,
up."
dude, all right, yeah, I
Exactly.
got it, yeah. And then,
Yeah, what's the matter?
But I know it's true and genuine,
you're
and I
right.
know it's there. You don't have to say it. I know we're family.
I can look, and you're like, oh, this guy loves me.
I know, I know, I know. And the same for you. You know, I was so excited to come here and do this
Were you?
podcast. I was nervous. Oh yeah.
Why are we nervous? Like
I don't know.
am I
I've
fucking
never
Bill
done
Cosby?
this before.
What the fuck's wrong with
I've
you?
never done this before. I'm camera shy. I don't like to be in
I've
front
never
of the
done this
camera. I
before.
don't like to record. I don't like to be like this. But
You know, one of the
I
reasons.
enjoy it.
One of the reasons why I did it, and I'll say this right here. I love doing this. First of all, I don't do it for the likes. I don't do it for people to follow. It's like I need this. I love to talk. I love to talk to my family. But I invented the podcast. I'm on episode like 8, and Jon Bolas, like Jonathan's sitting here in front of me with me, talking to me. Like that's why you're here, because the podcast was invented. If not, you'd have been sleeping somewhere else. You'd fucking partying. Like you're here because this thing exists, and that's why I like it, because we don't get to talk like this. I didn't know a lot of the stuff you said right now. You know what I mean? Like usually 10 or 15 minutes, and you get cut off. Somebody comes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's how it is. But this is good.
It's good that you were nervous, because then it means that it's authentic and unknown. Like I didn't prep you. I didn't call you and tell you. Like it was like sit your ass down.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me?
Straight up.
That's what I want, man.
Straight up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I didn't see this room until I sat here and it was action.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you're a natural. You're almost like you've done 100 podcasts or something. Yeah?
No,
No.
This is my first podcast.
You'll come back though.
Yeah.
You will.
What will we talk about in the next one?
I'll tell you what we'll talk about. We're going to talk about urinals, right? Like how and why. Like they're there. Why is a urinal there? Like why didn't you just leave the toilets?
The urinals to save water.
Is
If you're
it?
only going to pee in there, yeah, it's cleaner. You don't have to clean the toilet. You don't splash everywhere.
I'm such an asshole. I
Yeah.
thought it was just because you didn't want men to sit down.
Somebody was confused the other day, though, because I went to a Walmart and somebody took a shit in the urinal.
There you go. Being different.
Yeah,
Shout out to him. He's being
Shout
different.
out to that person. Shout out to the person that had to clean that shit.
I sit down sometimes to take a piss. In the mornings. I don't want that shit hitting my face, so like I have to like I sit down, I do the whole thing.
Sometimes when I drink a lot and I have to pee a lot, yeah, I'll
Yeah,
sit
sit
down
down,
and
man.
just
I'm tired, man.
It releases all.
I'm
your
tired, and
bladder.
I don't want it to be like, oh, girls only sit and piss. Like, no, they don't.
I don't
Like,
do it all the
guys
damn
can
time,
sit
though.
and piss and not be girls. But I wish that like girls can be cool too and be like, well, I want to fucking stand up and piss.
I don't like being in the bathroom for too long.
Yeah. You don't like being in the bathroom too long,
No,
so you take quick showers. Ah, you're revealing info now.
no.
Take quick showers.
I do take long shits though.
I mean, who doesn't? They should put like toilets in college, like classrooms, and everyone will sit there and read, because that's all you do when you sit on the toilet, right?
Yeah.
Like, don't you hate it when you go in there without your phone? You're like, fuck, I gotta read the stupid shit I already read.
Look at the walls.
It's so true, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's so true.
It is.
I hate going in the bathroom on my phone,
Without
but
the
then I
phone.
love it because I go in there to do the business and I'm out.
I'm out. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm there like, why am I here watching Netflix?
But I've been there. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you're just like the toilet's like, come on, give it up, buddy. Oh my god, bro, we gotta do this shit again, bro.
I agree. So how you been, man? You doing good?
Let me tell you how I'm been. Let me tell you how I'm been.
How you been?
I don't even know how to
How you
spoke.
been? How to
I've
spoke?
been good, man. I've
Yeah.
been really good. Like I'm
Good.
telling you, like work is good. I've been there 13 years.
Damn.
12 or 13, I don't even know. Kristen graduated. Like the family's doing good. The podcast is launched. Like I'm good, man.
Yeah.
Why would you complain? Why would someone complain?
You're doing great.
You have to, man. You have
Same
to
here,
appreciate what
dude.
you have. I might
Same
not
here.
have. Look, I might not have what I want in my head. You know what I'm saying? But what you want in your head is never what's good for you. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So people need love, and people need
You only
friends
get
and
what
family.
you can handle, you know?
Yeah, man. So I surround you know me, I surround myself with friends and
love.
family and
Mhm.
love, and it's popping. It's very hard to not be happy when you have a lot of people around you, like a support group.
Mhm.
But
Or be
shout out
lonely.
to people who like feel like they're alone or they don't. Like, don't, man. Go out there and reach somebody, hug them. Like, you can email me or write on my YouTube thing. Like, it's all about communicating with people. That's why one of the reasons why you're here. You know what I mean? Like, I have a bunch of people I could call, and I was like, man, you're coming down. Like, I gotta get you in here.
I knew it.
You know what I'm saying?
I know
Like,
it.
I have to, because you're a big impact in my life. I'm a big impact in your
Vice
life. Even
versa.
though we're
Mhm.
cousins, there's the other side of it, which is the human element, where it's you're like raising your family.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
that's not what originally I knew you as. You're my cousin. You're my young cousin. But now you're like a grown ass nigga who shoots guns, don't believe in UFOs, but is raising his family the right way, bro. You feel me?
It's not easy. It's a journey, and it's good. It's healthy. It's healthy for me.
It's
I feel
good,
like
John, bro.
it's kept my head out of water and kept me doing good things, especially the kids, the family, the working, just keeping your mind off of doing. You keep yourself occupied, keep yourself out of bad situations.
You have to.
Yep.
Especially for them. Like, it ain't about you no more, man.
It's not, man. I gave it all up a long time
It's
ago.
funny that it's not about you when you get kids, and before you're like, oh, I didn't give a fuck, but it's like, it's good.
I think
Not
that's why I
giving a
enjoy
fuck
the
about
guns.
life
You know
gets
that
you
because
in
when I go, hey, I'm going to shoot the guns. You kind of invite the kids. They're like, I ain't going with you. I gotta
yours.
go. But
That's
that's
yours.
me. That's me.
That's all
yeah,
yours.
the wife don't want to go. Nobody. I'm like, perfect. I'm out. I'll be back. It's therapeutical.
That's good, man. I'm glad.
I really hope that you come back up, man, and we have another good
I'm
time.
going.
We had
I,
a blast.
I think we should do the pilgrimage where we just take the whole camp. Like, everybody go.
Everybody, come on.
We'll
Rent
do a
the
little
van.
camp
If
out
it's
out
better.
there.
You saw I have space over there. Everybody can crash. Yeah.
That'd be great. We'll
Yeah.
go up there, be in the woods,
A good weekend. Hell yeah.
hang out, talk
The
to
springs.
raccoons.
The springs are so beautiful, man.
I gotta go to the springs.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready,
I
man.
really enjoy it.
I'm ready, man.
Been up there for like 15 years now, dude.
That's good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jonathan, look. First of all, I want to thank you, man, for coming south and then making time to come here and do the podcast with me.
Thank you. No, I feel honored to be here. I want to thank you for making time for me to sit here and speak with you and doing all of this. I really appreciate what you're doing, and I enjoy it.
I know. You're like one of my biggest fans.
I am. I really
You're
am.
like Stan. Stop writing me.
I am. But I do it because I love you, man. I love what you're doing. And I used to love when you used to rap Zombie
Oh,
Nation.
yeah, this was
dude.
back in the days.
Yeah. But
People still listen to some of my shit.
I
Like,
do.
What the fuck?
I'm that
Do you
guy.
really?
I'm that guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out to Zombie Entertainment.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed all
You're
that.
that
you know?
nigga, dog. You're that nigga. You
I
keep it
am.
real, man. You know, you're the first one
There
to
you
call
go.
me. You was
At
the
the
first one
beginning
to
of the
call me.
podcast, real, and now
Call me.
all the way at the end, you keep it real.
He called me, man.
That's how it is.
And I was like, like, I want to.
I hesitated, dude. I thought about it all night, and I
No.
said, fuck it, dude. I'm gonna tell him, listen, this is what it is,
No,
and I do it because I love you.
If a stranger would have
I
said
want
that
to
to
see
me,
you succeed.
Exactly.
I got no hate. Why would I want to hold you back? I want to see you succeed.
if I feel like if a stranger would have criticized me or said a comment about how you're doing your podcast,
Or
like,
fuck him.
like,
He's a hater.
no. Even him would have been like, I appreciate that. But when someone like you tells me that, it's greater. It's not like, that's why there's no. I wasn't gonna be this. I was like, wow. You feel me? There's care behind it. It's not. He's not being a
You
dick. This
told me
guy's
that.
not
You
a
said, thank you for
fucking
giving
dick.
a fuck is what you told me. Thank you for giving a fuck about my podcast. I'm like, dude, I do. I really
I
do.
need input, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah, am I
For
really?
the first season, yeah, dude, you put it together. You
Hear
did
that,
a great
folks?
job.
That's it. Done.
The knocking on wood shit.
I need a yacht.
The
Oh, yeah,
wood
knock on
gods,
wood right now.
knock on
Make 'em
wood.
crazy, let's make 'em
Yeah,
crazy.
'em
Look, man, shout out to people who do that. I don't mean to shit on religion. I don't mean to shit on knocking on wood. God bless you. If
Your
you sneeze, I will
beliefs.
say God bless you. I like to have fun. I really search for the laugh. In anything I ever say on the show, I'm guilty of it. I'm searching for someone to laugh and giggle because it just fills me up, man.
Well, when
I
you
can't-
speak with a lot of credit too. You have experience in the things
I
you're
have bad
talking
credit.
of. Yeah, and you've traveled the world, and you know what it's like on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But But like credit, like I have bad credit. I mean, you mean like credit, like credibility?
I mean, like credibility.
I got you. Yeah. I can't get a Blockbuster card right now.
Damn, Blockbuster! Shout out to Blockbuster.
That's
I
'cause
think
they're out of
there's one
business.
Blockbuster.
Is there?
I think there's one.
Oh my God, let it go, son.
Like in some crazy ass little
Nobody's
town.
fucking renting movies.
Let's go put a red box right next to that bitch.
Yeah,
Two
right?
of them. Yeah.
Blockbuster was fun, man.
Remember?
Yeah, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I just hated when you
You were
couldn't
the asshole that would go and get the game like the day it would come out and hold it for 2 fucking months.
never return it.
And never return it.
I'm more of an asshole because I would go in there and look at them, and then go home because I live right behind it. Remember?
Fucking
All right, bro.
Blockbuster.
I think it's
Hey, man.
time to
Thank
go
you.
have some
Yeah, to
fun.
go make a refill on my drink and shit. Yep.
Listen, thank you, man. I really do.
No, I thank you, man. And
All right,
good
bro.
luck, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
I
Keep
want to see
listening,
this shit
asshole.
blow up. Who I am, I do.
Keep pushing forward up there with your fam and everything, and do what you're doing, bro. I'm
I
really
hope to
proud
see
of
you
you,
up
bro.
there soon, man. I love you.
Me too, man. John Boy, I love you, man. We're
Love
out of
you.
here, guys.
Thank
Have
you.
a good
Thank
time.
you for having me. All right,
Believe in
man.
the UFOs.